I think that film brought that very, very back to me in a way I didn't think was possible after all this time. You know, I'd lived with the kind of the being of prostitute for so long, I kind of forgot about it. So that's my touch on that. That was kind of like, you know, when a diver comes up from the deep and he has to come up stage at a time, and stage at a time, and stage at a time until he gets to the surface. That was a very kind of hard rush up to the surface for me. So that's my feelings.
Thank you.
Was like Brian had seen it, you know, obviously years ago, and then hadn't watched it again. And I think life had carried on, and one had moved on doing other things. And also, very importantly, well, we both had children now, and they're all with us tonight, which is lovely. But you know, we've met many times, had wonderful times. We've travelled together, Brian and I, and moved on from those dark, horrible cells. And so I think, you know, when you seeing it previously, but especially seeing it now sitting next to Brian, some of those moments of utter horror that we shared, and particularly for me, witnessing again, if you like, the abuse that Brian particularly suffered. It's obviously an extraordinary credit to Johnny to direct that, especially, and to Ian and Linus to act it. But it did take me back to a very dark place that I had forgotten. But what also took me back, and it does evoke the extraordinary luck for me, particularly, but perhaps for both of us, that, as Brian talked about in the film, you know, the extraordinary difference between the two of us and our backgrounds. Probably if we'd met in Beirut or Belfast or London, prior to that experience, we would have thought, I think I'll keep moving, you know, we wouldn't do I don't think we'd have got on here, but that difference between us, you know, very different, great different, was wonderful. And I think, as Brian touched on, the way Johnny is and the actors bring that together, the merging of difference and sharing of stuff is really powerful. But no, I do find it's gut-wrenching. Just even looking at the fucking chains that we had on, it brings that back, the weight of those bloody chains, as a physical thing, but obviously almost as an emotional thing. But it shows how you can cope and, you know, bear that weight together. And I was just very lucky to have him here with me.
What was it like when you came out?
Yes.
Well, I got a quick answer to that. Fame is its own kind of prison, which is why I went and ran away and hid out in the west of Ireland. Fame is another kind of oppression, quite invisible, but that's my answer to you. Fame is its own kind of prison, and I wanted to escape from that prison. The cottage in the west of Ireland gave me that escape.
For me, you know, I came home, I was enormously grateful for extraordinary support of friends and family. Actually, you know, whole of England seemed to be supporting us, you know, because we were so famous. But that was very, very weird. And actually, I remember speaking to Brian about it and saying, it's weird, I'm walking down a high street, you know, whatever, and people coming up to me in kind of some reverential way, and I said, I don't understand it, you know, all I've done is, you know, sat on my bum for 5 years. And he just said, no, it's okay. He said, just remember that we've come out of this extraordinary story that people, you know, only know a little bit about, but we are just the ordinary guy next door, the brother, the boyfriend, the son, whatever. And they can't imagine how you would cope, and we did.